You open your eyes for the first time. And congratulations, you're the newest baby born to be Titan food. I mean, a contributing citizen to society. You're wrapped in a thin blanket, in a wooden room with thin walls, somewhere within the safety of wall rows. There's no sunshine in here, just rationed smiles, whispered prayers, and the unspoken truth that someday, something 10 times your size might pick you up and chew you like bread crust. You don't cry much. Even as a baby, you can feel it. That tension in the walls, that quiet desperation your parents call normal. You learn quickly not to ask questions. Where food comes from, why soldiers drink so much, why nobody talks about the people who don't come back from the outer gates. Keep your head down. Don't go near the fence. Pray to the walls. They tell you that's all you need to survive. But you wanted more than that, didn't you? You didn't want to survive. You wanted to be free. So when the time came, you joined the Scouts because you wanted freedom. Or at least the idea of it. You were just a kid when you first saw them. Wings of liberty, flapping as they rode into the unknown, eyes cold with purpose. They looked like gods. But gods don't scream. Not like that. The training was brutal. You weren't building muscle. You were killing the part of yourself that hesitated. You had to learn how to fly, how to fall, how to kill, and how to not blink when your closest friend's harness snapped mid-practice. They told you not to stop moving, that flinching gets you eaten. So you didn't flinch. You just watched, face blank, stomach turning. As she hit the tree, then the dirt, then nothing. She wasn't Scout material. That's what the instructor said. Like it was her fault the wire gave out. Your first expedition outside the walls was quiet at first, almost peaceful. You saw trees that stretched toward the sun and grass that didn't know what fear was. For a moment, it felt like you were on the verge of something sacred. Then you saw your first Titan. 12 meters tall, smiling like a broken puppet and running faster than anything that size should. You blinked and the rider to your left was gone. Just bones in the air and red mist on your face. You froze. Your horse didn't. That's when you learned how long you could scream while galloping for your life. They called it a successful mission. You lost 17 comrades, but you mapped part of a forest. You recovered a notebook. One notebook. That was the win. You told yourself their deaths weren't meaningless, that progress was being made. But every time you closed your eyes, you saw the way his hand kept twitching even after the Titan bit him in half. The medics called it nerve spasms. You called it hell. Back in the barracks, there's no laughter anymore. Just the sound of wet boots, sleepless breathing, and scribbled letters no one ever sends. You tried writing to your parents once, told them you were doing fine, that the uniform still fit and the food was warm. You didn't mention how you vomit after every expedition, or how your hands still shake when you see clouds shaped like teeth. There are two kinds of Scouts, those who die, and those who watch enough people die that they stop feeling it. The truth is, you didn't join for freedom. You joined because someone told you there was meaning out there, beyond the walls, beyond the blood. But the longer you ride, the further that meaning slips away. You're not fighting for answers anymore. You're fighting because if you stop, you'll have to remember the faces of the ones who didn't make it. You tell yourself humanity's future depends on you, but most days it just feels like you're delaying the end. And maybe that's all the Scouts ever really were.